The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Just hearing news this morning that a high-profile Australian has just bought property here on the Central Coast.
Oh.
We could have a new listener. A $4.3 million cliff-top home in Copacabana.
Who?
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his partner Jodie have just bought what's going to be their forever home. This is the story that's doing the rounds. It's very fresh at the moment. It is just making news this morning. So
when we interviewed him, he did say he loves the Central Coast.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I thought he probably said that about every town when he was being interviewed. Like he interviewed in Brisbane, love Brisbane.
No. It's because Jodie's from here, his partner.
Yes.
Yeah, his fiancé.
Oh, we're going to see him like down at Copa.
And I think it's to do with how the reception gets a little dicey for Star 104.5 at Kirribilli House down in Sydney. So he's like, oh gosh, and he's not great with technology, so he's not using the Star Player app to stream us. So he's like, you know what, if I want to listen to Gina and Maddie, I'm just going to have to buy a mansion at Copacabana. Yeah, and so, you can't blame him, can you?
Gina and Maddie.
Want to talk rude street names and town names, and Australia really, really excels at this. But before I get to that, I'll tell you a few from overseas, from around the world. There's Crotch Crescent. I think this is in England. Butthole Lane is the name of a lane. Titty Ho, the little name of a town. Dick Place, that's just up past Smith Crescent.
Oh, I thought it was down south. No.
There's a place called Backside Lane. I mean, but that's nothing compared to Australia. Mm-hmm. We've got, just here on the coast, there's Little Wobby. There's Watanobby.
Oh, Watanobby.
Watanobby. And there's Chittaway. That's kind of funny if you say it the wrong way. But in Tasmania wins the competition. Boobs Flat. I mentioned that earlier. You said you dated her. There's Stinkhole. Is up in the sort of the northwest side.
Where have you guys moved to? Oh, just Stinkhole.
Do you know what? It's probably about an hour and a half north of Thrush Forest.
Oh. Somewhere I definitely never want to go.
But we used to live...
Thank you very much.
These people, Tasmanians. There's like 3 suburbs near each other in Tasmania. Officers Bottom, Broad Bottom and Long Bottom. Not far north of Humongous Hole. It's real. Look, I'm reading off a map, Maddie.
Yeah.
I am not making these up. There's Pensioners Bush. Oh, you're going to like this one.
I don't think many people have been to Pensioners Bush in a while.
You're going to really like this one.
Not a hot spot, that's for sure.
Titwobble Lane. There's a lot of joggers. Windy Saddle. Secret Hole.
If you ever come across a secret hole, don't look in it.
And there's a little island as well. No, I'm not kidding. I have to stop. This has got to be it because I can't stop. I can't read anymore because I'm crying. Intercourse Island.
How do you get to Intercourse Island?
Well, I think you have to go on a date first.
Gina and Maddie.
What's going on in the Glossies, G?
Olivia Rodrigo kicked off the Australian leg of her Guts tour with a charming performance at Rod Laver Arena, and she was wearing a tank top that playfully read, "Vegemite, be in love." That's pretty cool. Oh, she must make these herself, right? You can't just buy these on Temu. Those T-shirts.
I don't know.
Probably can now. During her show, she also sported a shirt featuring Aussie slang "Bad Idea," I reckon, in reference to her song, of course. The 21-year-old singer is set for 4 sold-out shows. Is any of us in this room going?
I'm off on Thursday night, taking 2 of the 3 mini-humans along.
Oh, you going, CJ? No, but you
No.
wish you were. Yeah, I'm not going. That's in Sydney from October 17 to 22. And she shared her first taste of a Tim Tam on her TikTok, and she kind of liked it, I think. And she's gone, first time in Australia. Oh, my God. I get the Tim Tam hype. Of course you do, because Tim Tams are fabulous.
There's 11 in a pack, and they do it to cause arguments about the last Tim Tam.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. And then you go, I'm going to have to go buy another packet now because you had one more than me.
We'll just buy 2 packets and you got 22.
Well,
and that's easier.
They have the mega packs.
Yeah.
And those mega packs, like the 2-layer ones. We can't have Tim Tams in the house.
Because you eat them.
I just eat them all in one setting. I just can't. There's certain foods that I have to finish once they're open, and Tim Tams are those.
It's the rule.
And I do my best, and I just put them at the back of the fridge, and then I go back about half an hour later.
You can't stop thinking about it. That's the problem. Well, I think Olivia Rodrigo would agree with you now.
Doritos are up there with that. Someone opens a packet of corn chips, got to finish them.
Well, they go stale. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. You can't leave them and put them back.
There's enough food wastage in this country. That's I'm doing my bit for food waste by binge eating.
Well done.
Thanks.
In different news altogether, what famous star, or two of them, do you reckon would admit to peeing in a pool?
Oh, everyone has peed in a pool. Everyone. And if they say they didn't, they're lying. Everyone has peed. Whether it's an ocean pool.
Oh, I peed in an ocean pool.
Yeah. Everyone.
What about a lake pool? Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a lake pool.
Oh, we one time we had Australia Day down at the Terrigal Lake. You know, that's just this side of the bridge. And it was really hot and it was a long way to the toilet. So we just all went and laid in the water.
You know those resorts too that have the swim up bars?
Oh, no, don't say that.
Oh, you reckon that guy that's like got his guts out and his hairy chest and he's been crunching schooners for the last 4 hours and hasn't got out of the pool, hasn't weed in there about 20 times.
I'll tell you what, that water is warm.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why people go, I just really want to go to a place that has a swim-up bar and go, you want to swim in wee. That's essentially...
well, I love a swim-up bar and now you've ruined it for me.
And as if you haven't.
No, I honestly not in a pool, but certainly in the ocean. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, here we go. Kate Winslet recently shared a behind-the-scenes secret from filming Titanic that she and co-star Leonardo DiCaprio sometimes peed in the water tank they filmed in.
The wee will go on.
That's good. It's because it took a lot to get out of their costumes, so they'd have to have really lengthy bathroom breaks. So they just both agreed, we might as well just wee in the tank.
On that note... You wouldn't want to have had a Barocca that morning, would you? Kate! Leo's been munching on asparagus. Oh, Leo! You got anything else, or is that it?
No, just thinking about how they could also turn it into a spa.
Oh, God.
Too far?
No, not what I was thinking. All right, that'll do us. That's Star Watch for Tuesday the 15th of October. Thank you very much, Celine.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.